Welcome, Crows fans, air conditioners, inanimate carpet rods everywhere. You're welcome to Two Crows Podcast with Elliot and Anthony. How are you?
All right, Sally.
All right. Oh, geez, fire up, son, fire up.
Oh.
Bit disappointed, are you?
Oh,
speak English, no, hurry up.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm disappointed.
Or happy for draft picks.
Happy for draft picks. Well, we've fallen to 12th.
Are we 12th now?
We're 12.
Sweet.
What's that? Pick 7.
Yeah.
That's all I
reckon that's about where we'll stay too.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Just so everyone catch up here. Sorry, we missed out. Ant was working overtime last weekend, and we just couldn't quite get around to doing the old Crows versus Lions, which would have been the better podcast. Would that be fair, Anthony?
Well, we actually had a win. It was a 5-point win.
It was a win.
It was a win.
It was a win.
Like,
it was a win, but I'll just quickly cover off the Lions. It was a very high tempo game.
Very much so.
And we actually matched. I didn't think we'd be able to sustain that.
Well, we matched them in the contest, which really surprised me, given the form Stefan Martin's been in. Then you've got the likes of Zorko, Beams, McLuggage, Berry, those sorts of players going through the midfield. But, there was times where I thought we allowed them too much to the corridor, so therefore...
I agree.
We got caught out of position sometimes.
We very much
easy goals.
They just snuck out the back and ran the ball down. Off they went. But they're going to be a good team.
Oh, absolutely.
If they can keep their core together.
Get the core together, absolutely.
Because they tried to bully us continuously and smacking players off the ball. And guess what? As soon as they paid, the umpire, I think it took the second quarter before they picked up Eric Hipwood on a really probably one of the least of all of them. And it resulted in a goal for us. Guess what? Stopped.
Well,
instantly. Apart from Rory Sloan getting his foot trod on. But
but, they were... I guess Brisbane are trying to bring that bullying,
Hawthorne-esque,
Hawthorne type play, and that's that's from Chris Fagan and
Hodgie was sitting in the coach's box as well.
Et cetera.
I mean, good on them. That's their style. They want. It's nice to have a team that wants to play tough, hard footy like that. I actually admire that.
Oh, absolutely.
If we did it, I'd love it even more.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
If they're at the ball,
absolutely,
no issue. But I will compliment Chris Fagan on what he did. And it's a compliment for us, the Crows, that. He said we can match it with the big dogs.
Yep. So that's nice. We can't see the big dogs, so take that. And I mean, let's face it, in that final quarter we were down a Murph and down a dude.
Dude.
Yeah, poor dudes. Hopefully back this week.
Let's just talk about some of the umpiring non-decisions and decisions in that game. Because they were pretty poor.
It was only... Yeah. There was
they
some
weren't
shockers.
Pretty, they were just...
Just outright appalling. Deplorable. Yeah, that's a good word for it, Amp.
Deplorable.
Yeah, there were ones, and I said some of them were non-decisions as well, like free kicks and things like that. Dude, not even a free kick, get his head ripped off.
Yeah, and he went low, but at the end of the day...
Yeah, but what else are you going to do when someone's coming at you?
You're going to protect yourself.
I didn't think he dropped.
He didn't
drop. Just put his elbow to his shoulder to protect himself. So I can't see why he should be penalised for that.
His peripheral vision's picked that up.
He's not a Selwood. He's not just going to lift his head up and hopefully his head gets taken off.
And lift his shoulder up.
But I still think, if you go back over the games with Duday, this is my conspiracy theory, and I don't even know why it exists, but if there's a 50-50 decision, it's going to go against Duday. He has missed a lot of frees that should have been his. That tackle in the goal square where the player dropped the ball, I think that was against the Brisbane game, and... He spun the guy around. The player dropped the ball.
Yes.
Even the commentators hold the ball clearly. Ball spilled out. Brisbane grabbed it. Play on. That time when he shuffled it out over the line, which for all intents and purposes was just a ball in, pinged holding the ball, and even the commentators again. What was he supposed to do? So there was decisions like that. I thought he was
also trying to keep the ball in too.
Yep, but
that's what it looked like.
There's ones like that just constantly go against him, and it's just. I just find it weird. Maybe it's just my conspiracy, but pay attention, Crows fans, when he's back.
I'm going to pay more attention to it.
Yeah.
But,
it is what it is. It was what it was.
And, you've got a guy called Jaden Stevenson over there.
Yep.
So, could be onto something there, Ali. I don't know.
I didn't even think of that. Didn't put 2 and 2 together and got 29. Hugh Greenwood, though, 4 goals.
Yeah, good goal. He likes Brisbane. Likes the game.
That was his first game. And his mum was there for the first game. So there is very much an emotional and sentimentality there for him. So good on you, Hugh, baby. But we won't linger. I'd like to linger more on the Lions game, but we've got bigger fish to fry, so to speak.
Yeah.
Bigger demons to address. Yeah?
I like that one, Ali.
Yeah,
that
thank
was a
you.
good one.
Thank you. So
that was a good one.
I've got a feeling it did. You know, like in that last quarter, the final quarter, we'll go back over the game. You know, in the final quarter, actually Ant wouldn't know because he wasn't there, so I get to crack him again. The rain, where we sit, is normally, it's just at the edge of the cover of the roof down the southern end, right? So when it rains, we don't get wet. You might get a bit of overspray. Doesn't matter. It's all good. That game, it was like cyclonic winds came out of nowhere, smashed us in the face. Next minute, we're getting drenched. And out of nowhere, it just was like someone said, the storms are coming. I looked up at the sky and went, nah, tell them they're dreaming. Next minute, smashed by weather. It's like sitting out in the outer.
Cyclonic.
It was absolutely... I've never had that at Adelaide Oval, ever.
It's the Footy Gods.
And yeah, I said it was Footy Gods going, Footy Gods say no to the Adelaide Crows. Computer says no. Footy Gods say no. And we didn't kick a goal after that because we had it plenty.
Oh, there was momentum for sure.
As I said, everyone keeps saying how brilliant Melbourne were. And I'm like, well, hang on a minute. We were so crap, Melbourne was so brilliant, but yet, kick straight, we would have beaten them by a mile.
We're not crap. Like that's
but that's what I'm getting at. People are really saying how... I've heard your word, pathetic being tossed around. And this, and I'm like, come on, guys. That lucky goal at the end, now if we kicked a couple, just even the ones like we had 5 posters, and I said during the warm-up to the people we were sitting with, we hit the post at least 10 times during warm-up, and I said, geez, I hope that's not a sign of things to come. And it just seemed to continue on during the game, and it's not our season. You know, you just have to just throw your hands in the air and go, yeah, I know. Ant's just holding up his fingers like an inch. We're that far off.
We're that far off.
That's not a lot. Like, the goalpost, if you move the goalpost an inch, we win the game.
That's right. Exactly right. It's one of those, like, even though we're losing games, you can still see...
But it's fitness.
Oh,
it's fitness.
It's totally fitness. We're just not able to get to contests. We're not able to impact contests later part of the game.
I put it down to, the poor goal kicking it too under fatigue.
Pressure.
Mind you, first quarter was brilliant.
Oh, it was...
That was game on.
If they can sustain that was once again that Geelong preliminary final.
Yes. We took it straight to them.
Yeah.
And they've got some good young
causing
midfielders.
Turnovers.
Yep. They had far more turnovers to us. I think
They're more executing our kicks under pressure. Because they were pressuring us. Because they were on the back foot.
Well, 66 clangers to 37. 66 were Melbourne's clangers.
Yeah. Right.
That's huge.
Yeah, right.
So we had a lot of opportunity there. We just didn't take it to that next step.
Look, but you can still see what we're about. Where, it's not... Yeah, it's a wasted season, absolutely.
Yeah.
But...
This was the season to waste, unfortunately, because of the draft. And we're going to bang on about it because Ant and I, that's the only thing we're excited about, let's be fair. But
honestly, Ali, I just want this.
You just want it to end, don't you? Just wait for the end of August. You're fatigued. You're footy fatigued.
I am. I just can't get into it
end
anymore.
End of August. Let it go.
Can't. I need a reset. I need to get my passion back because at the moment I've got no passion.
Is it because of the way we've lost? Is it what is it for you?
It's a number of things. It's the way we've lost. It's been the media bashing.
Oh.
It's
media bashing's been horrendous.
It's the inconsistencies from quarter to quarter and game to game. I just want Brett Burton to be terminated and sacked from the Crows. I just want us to have a reset. I want us to bring in new people so I can get re-energised.
Fresh eyes. You want shiny toyitis again.
Back on the bandwagon and just start to feel that. I want to... I want to be able to go to the games like last year where I knew where I expected to win. Last year, I knew,
expected to win.
I could go to games knowing that we're going to win this game.
And now you don't know who's going to show up. You don't know what effort's going to be there.
I can't predict it anymore. And that's frustrating.
And that shouldn't, it shouldn't stop you going as a fan because we go where win, lose or draw, you go there. You just, you're not going to win every game, but... You want the effort there. You want the consistency. You want to know what brand you're going to get when you walk through the door. Would that be fair?
It's there in patches.
Absolutely it is.
But it's not there
for
120 minutes.
No, definitely not.
And that, as we keep saying...
Injury
continuity.
We've already talked about this 100 times, so I won't rehash it again. So can I talk about something that made me happy?
Yes.
Now, there were two negatives in this that resulted in 2 goals against this person, but... My favourite, Milera Jnr. who fought his way out of a telephone box of 6 Melbourne players. 38 games, I think I saw.
38, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, right.
So this is a lad that's played 38, 39 games for the Crows.
Yep.
And they've got it as a gift now, and the footage of it. He actually did it more than once. He did it about 3, possibly even 4 times. Where sometimes he sold himself into trouble, sometimes he was sold into trouble, sometimes he was just set upon.
Yeah.
But there's one bit of footage where there's 6 demon players, and he's just like a ping pong ball bounce between them, hands out, backward step, sideways, and he's still got the handball out, or he's still got the kick forward. Like they were at him.
They were.
And it's not like he's a big bullocking player that he can just bounce someone off. He's only a whip of a lad, and he just gives him a crack, bang, oh, boom, bang. Can't catch, like a boxer, you know how they just duck and weave? And that's what he's like with a football.
His feet,
but it's not just his feet. His feet go one way and his body will go another, which it's amazing me. So, Junior, you're my shining light for getting drenched. It was worth it just to watch you play, mate.
I think, look, taking positives...
Yes.
For this season, I think Duday and Miller have been the 2 shining lights.
Absolutely. God, did we miss Duday last on Saturday night.
Oh,
that was a huge miss. Cheney, and I wasn't that keen on him. Cheney, he played bloody well.
I think I tweeted the other day that, he probably deserves the new deal.
Yeah, after you said no.
I know.
And I said no. Maybe as well. I'm pretty sure I said no, actually.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I give him one more year. Yeah, happy to be wrong.
He can be a depth player because
shivers you.
Because I like his composure.
And I think he'll go for that mark.
Yeah, and he's kicking.
And strong body. He's got a strong body presence.
He's a nugget.
Yeah, which I like as well. So I suppose leading into that,
they tagged Led out of the game though.
Which is a smart thing to do, really. I'm surprised it hasn't happened.
Gee, they bullied him actually.
Yeah, but that's what's going to happen. So 3-2-1, we'll talk about some other bits and pieces that we liked and disliked.
3-2-1s are very similar.
I think they were. Obviously, for me, 3 votes here. Junior himself, Wayne Milera.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yep. I actually went the Bocker, the Feta, the Cheney for 2 votes.
Oh, yep. I've got Crouch.
Well, Crouch is probably up there, but it was our defenders that kept us in the game. And we saw Bocker was flying everywhere. So he was doing well. And yes, I gave vote to Crouchy because he just was in and at it. And Sloane had low possessions, but he was going for it with the 1%ers.
Honourable.
But just, he didn't get it. He was tagged out of the game as well. So, obviously, we lost seed in the first quarter. Never going to be useful.
12 hamstrings.
12. Okay, we've got a perfect dozen now. So, we've got the set. Hopefully, we're finished with them for the year. But that would really have... You said you saw Seed on the bench and he was not a happy camper.
No.
I wouldn't be either. Was he looking for Brett Burton? Matt Haas? I've got to do one of them, don't I? I'll get her into that one.
Yeah.
So, other bits of the game that you liked or didn't like? Wait a minute, can I make a noise?
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's a
hamstring.
Fork. That's a fork.
A fork?
Yeah, for sauce. Put a fork in him, he's done.
See, this is the thing. All right, this is.
I love your sauce, but in that game, 66 hit-outs Gawn got. 66 himself.
Gawn he could win the Brownlow.
He could, but 66.
No, he's a gun. He's a good player.
66.
He's
great, but I don't care. Sauce is there to be... I'm going to have a look now.
Sauce, Ali, Is it Sauce's fault or is it our midfield coach's fault? Because at the moment, Ali, we're setting up
you say what you were telling me.
We're going to get silver service from Sauce.
36 hit-outs to 66. There you go.
We're getting... It's just impossible. Like, the way we're set up around the midfield at the moment, it's just not cutting. It's just not
He's
cutting
not getting up high. So if he's still got a sore back, I mean, let's face it, he's all we've got. So even if he is half fit or partly injured...
It's our own fault.
Which means we're unfairly judging him.
This management needs to have a good look at themselves.
But, if we didn't have the other issues... But then we ride Sauce unfairly, do you know what I mean? But we've got to go with how he presents on the day. And he tried, I saw him trying his heart out, but he couldn't get off the ground. He couldn't run, he couldn't bend to the ball. He tried, but we need a young, agile, mobile ruckman.
And when we put Jenkins in there, he's just serviceable.
Jenkins just a block. Yeah, but that's what he's supposed to be, is a tapper. He's not supposed to be Gawn.
Honestly, that's a hiccup. That's a massive oversight for our list management group that we haven't been able to bring.
So if we got Lukosius in, do you reckon he could do hit-outs?
What, we're going to back on a
Why not?
first year player?
Why not? Who's never played that role before?
To give
Why
us
not?
hit-outs?
Yeah, why not?
Like,
we need to think outside the square. Look at...
Why can't we stick Greenwood in there?
Yeah.
Why can't we put McGovern in there?
Yeah. Give him a shot. The government's not ready yet. Gallucci, I think, can jump pretty high too.
Can we throw it up a little bit?
Yeah. Gallucci, I think,
he's a former volleyballer.
Yeah, but I think he can jump nearly as high as Sauce off the ground.
Like...
So why not?
Draw a free kick. Play Grigg in the ruck, for goodness sakes. He often gets a couple of free kicks.
There you go.
Paid for
Why don't we have a little shot at it? That's what I'm saying. You're snorting everything out.
No, because I just feel as though that our coaching panel...
It needs a shake-up.
It's conservative. Like, I'm sick of our backs.
Good way of putting it.
I'm sick of our backs, Ali, being caught up the ground. So therefore, when the opposition are bringing the ball back, we've got no one to cover off. Correct. So they're getting easy marks inside 50.
Correct. And Fritsch, they just had him in our goal square in the final quarter.
Go and man him up.
Fritsch was standing in our goal square in the final quarter.
If they've got a spare man.
Hey man. Just got a spare man on the field, man. Let's just get that man and match him up. Sorry, Hen.
Well, seriously, if they've got a spare man, then we should have an extra man at the contest.
Yep. Well, didn't you say they had an extra man in the centre as well?
Yeah.
So where are these extra men coming from? Because I tell you what, we did not leave someone in our forward line.
Ben Hart. Look, I don't want to...
Yeah, go on, Sha. I want to see you hang yourself. Go on.
I don't want to...
Shovel or a ladder, Ant.
I don't want to...
Has he got the cattle to do what he wants? I think he's had the cattle.
Yes, because there's a very similar back line to last year. We're just missing
Has Talia. Everyone said he was running in
Talia couldn't even run.
So what does that say about him?
Oh, that fracture in his legs giving him grief.
So I bet you he plays he plays against the showdown. I bet he plays.
Of course he will.
There you go.
And he'll still give Dixon a bath.
I bloody hope so. So I'll just laugh.
Oh.
So can I give you some stats while you're sitting there?
I'm getting angry.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I'm going to talk about, some stats. It'll either make you happy or sad. I don't know which way it'll go. Clearances. We lost clearances 39 to 59. They're probably going to make you angry.
But hang on a minute. We need to find other ways. If we don't win the clearance, turn the friggin' ball over.
Yeah, we didn't win turnovers either.
Although we had 100-odd tackles, but...
Tackles? Are they like tackles, only just from a New Zealander? You got some tackles. What is with your voice tonight? Or today? It's only afternoon.
I don't know what's going on with I've got accents.
Yeah. Well, I'm giving them to you, one of the two. Yeah. So, hit-outs was 44 to 74. Contested 179 to 178. We actually won that.
Yeah.
By one. Tickles. Hitting on with
Tickles.
103 to 90. We won that. Efficiency 62 to 63. Yeah. Marks inside 50, 6 to 9.
Yeah, what about our inside 50
tackles inside 50, 20 to 8. Now that's good. But
that's been right up the last couple of weeks.
Did not capitalise it. And here's something we didn't capitalise on. You're talking about turnovers. Clanger's 37 to 66.
Yeah.
37 our way.
What about last year, Ali, when we would cause that turnover? We're gone back through the opposition. You've got to go back through them hard. We're not doing it. The ball movement this year...
Stagnated.
It's stagnated as anything.
It's either people
There's no risk.
Well, have other coaches worked us out?
No.
So is it our players not running both ways?
It's the players not running both ways and executing that.
We did it against Brisbane. We could. We got caught a couple of times.
That kick.
So it's hitting
to open the field up.
Well, here's another stat to make you angry.
He concedes that.
Here's another stat to make you angry. Shooting accuracy. Melbourne went at 52% only. Okay? Which I think is about the average, a bit below. Do you want to know what we went at?
12.
37. It's pretty crap, isn't it?
That's deplorable. That's insane. That's...
I don't care about the weather or anything else. Both sides had to contend with weather. So...
Yeah, but once again, how close are Melbourne getting their shots on goal?
Look, remember when they beat us by that 90-odd points, that they'd draw the player in, run it down the side, and they'd push up, and then they'd go over our player to someone sitting alone in their forward line.
You know why they execute that?
Why?
Because we don't have the run and the speed
so who are we missing back there at Day? Obviously, on Saturday night.
I think we should go.
So we'll have a look. Another
I'm not going to throw the baby out the bathwater because there's enough talent to suggest.
But are they quick enough?
No.
So we need. We recruited for speed. We got the seed, but the other two didn't work out. Curtly Hampton and Menzel didn't work out.
Well, we lose Charlie on top of that.
And then we lose Charlie. Charlie's one that's hurt us a lot more, I think.
Absolutely.
And we'll get it back in spades with Fog, but that's down the track.
No, that's in the future.
But we need like
a
ranking. We're going to say ranking, so
we need ranking. But then again, we can't be relying on a first year player to get us out of the pool. Get us out of the problem.
Yep.
We're in. So there I think we just have to not recruit for the now, but go for a 22, 23-year-old.
Yeah.
From another football club.
So we're going to have to give up some. I'm interested to see what we give up this year.
I'm intrigued what's the...
we talk it, and as we said in plenty of other podcasts, it'll be... we threaten to do this, and then we'll trade a couple draft picks and a couple fringe players, and nothing much else will happen. And
we need to attract
yes, we went and got Gibbs. We went and gave up to get Gibbs.
And I still think...
I
think we gave up too much for that.
Yeah, but look,
that's
it's got us pick 20 now.
Yeah, true.
So that would have been picked near the 30.
But they get our second pick.
Yeah, so I'd rather have 20. So all we did was move up places with the pick, and we've moved up. That's all right. I'll take that. By the time you put in all the other picks, take it.
We need to be ruthless.
Yeah, we do, but that's not us. The fans aren't used to it. So the club aren't gonna. I want them to make the tough calls. I want them to do this, even if I don't like them at the time. But I want to see the benefit.
That's exactly right.
Like Ant and I might be going off our trolleys about someone we've given up to shift picks.
No, I don't think this year I am going to be throwing my arms up.
If they traded seed?
No, you got to do what you got to do because at the moment it's just not. It's not.
We've got too much alike in the middle.
It's not helping us.
Would that be fair? We've got great players.
We've got good players.
Sloane's great. Gibbs is great. Matt Crouch is great. Hugh Grimm is going to be great. We got Brad.
We're a little bit like St Kilda. Too much of the same.
Yes. So now we need to mix up. We need a bit of mongrel. That's what I want. But anywho, should we move on to the movers, shakers, takers, fakers?
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll get on with it, shall we? So movers.
What have you got? I've got Bombers.
You got the Bombers. Yeah. We agreed on these. So movers and Bombers. They Sydney, but you've been off Sydney for a while now, haven't
you? The Swans. No, I'll talk about the Swans when we get to them for our tanker.
Oh, you just gave that away.
But I want to talk about them.
Okay, well, Shakers, we're giving it to North.
Yeah.
Down in Tassie. Give the Eagles a bit of a touch-up.
They're second on the ladder, the Eagles, so they did pretty well.
So you got to take that. Now, tankers, you mentioned Swans.
Yeah, the Swannies.
They've got a few injuries.
I don't know, their ball movement from the back half stuffs them up. They're too slow. They're very defensive, and no risk with the ball when they're bringing it out of their back half. I don't know if they don't. I think they're missing Callum Mills.
What's happened to him?
I don't know what happened to him, but he's been out for a while.
Okay. Is Heaney still playing?
Yes, he's still playing.
Go get a Heaney, Crows. That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, and so because they're bringing the ball out so slowly from their back half, it's giving the opposition time to set up down the field, and then by the time they've got it into the mid part of the ground,
Franklin's got 5 people hanging off him, and they always go to Franklin.
That's right. They've got the opposition have got numbers back. So then, like last week, for example, you get those runners what Eston have got from their back half. But they're just going to run the ball through, and they don't have enough foot speed. Sort
of like us.
The Swans, very much.
Very similar.
And it's clearly today's
like an old
game.
School football team, and Essendon and Richmond and
even the Pies.
Yeah, even the Pies have just got the.
They've got the speed, and if you've got speed, you can bring the pressure.
But there was always the Hawthorn way was never speed. It was speed of ball movement. But we've lost our speed of ball movement.
Speed of ball movement, therefore, you're going to have good kicking skills.
Exactly.
To have good speed of ball movement.
So that's what we need to work on, obviously.
That's right.
Exactly. So
we need more lefties.
Solving all the world's problems here with Ali and Anthony.
We think we've got the answers. And you know what the answer is, guys?
Brett Burton, get rid of. It's your answer for everything. Someone asks a question, what do you reckon, Ant? And a guy, no, just get rid of Brett Burton. They go, no, what salad do you want for tea? Yeah, get rid of Brett Burton. No, fine, thanks. Fine, fair enough.
The day I see a statement released from the Adelaide Football Club to say that we have mutually agreed to
part ways
with our head of football, Brett Burton, I'll be one excited man.
You will be. I think you're not the only one that
and then I'll be Googling, right, who can we steal?
Well, funny that you mentioned that, and I'll come back to the fakers, but seeing you brought that up, there was a story going around the high-performance manager of the Hawks.
I like this.
Is it Andrew Russell?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been banging on about him for friggin' years.
The Crows approached him about a role with us. Now, he's declined us.
Allegedly by a Port Adelaide man, Warren Treadray.
Yeah, but he used to play for Port, so they got the contacts.
No, he didn't play for Port.
Well, he was with them.
He was with them during their premiership years.
Don't say years. Premiership year.
Well,
Full stop.
Well, they had a pretty, they had 2-3 good years of good football.
Doesn't matter. We've had more than that.
And he was also part of Essendon in the early 2000s when they won their premiership.
Right.
He was with Port Adelaide in 2004.
And he's been with the Hawks.
He's been with the Hawks since 2005 when Alistair Clarkson got the position.
The thing that pleases me, if that's the type of people we're targeting, one, it means Huss, Birdman or both are gone. Because Huss is in that role at the moment. So, you'd be a bit nervous with that story coming out. But in saying that, like 1st of August, all assistant coaches have to be told what their future is by the 1st of August. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know that. That was
so if you didn't,
by the coaches
exactly, #2Crows, get around it. But the fact we're chasing talent like that, if that rumour is true, you said Bix confirmed it on the radio.
Confirmed, yep.
Now, if that proves we're chasing top talent, so it doesn't mean we're sitting there trying to get jobs for the boys. Has anyone ever thought sometimes it's just that little bit hard? Everyone goes, I'll just go get that person. People can say no.
Pay it. You pay.
You have to. Well, there's that.
Money talks.
But you saw how Adelaide's been smashed by the media. How many people want to open themselves up for that? Ridicule. And I think that's where the media really jump in on us because they know that can taint people wanting to come over here in a 2-team town.
Oh, well, that's their agenda, Ali.
I know.
That's purely their agenda
against us.
But
that's what I'm saying.
And I could be naive and I could be biased and, I'm jumping at shadows thinking that they're all against the Crows, but...
No, we've seen it firsthand.
We've seen it.
We've seen it. But so the fact that if we're doing things like that, then hopefully, and I'm crossing everything here, Anthony's watching me crossing my fingers, my toes, my tongue.
I've got everything crossed.
Is that we're actually going to make some changes.
I bloody hope so.
Yeah, we'll come back to that, but just quickly, fakers, Freo. They're on the wharf, sitting in their tank, waiting for it to bloody sink. They're in a submarine. They're in a submarine. Just take me down to Davy Jones' locker. That's where they're off to. Jeez.
Ross Lyon, how long are they going to persist with him?
As long as they gave him a contract for, I suppose. But they said Ed Langdon has come out and said, how some people love the struggle? Yeah. We're struggling. Like, the old pear lattes do it too. Oh, we're struggling. But that's where everyone just sticks by us. And so they're brainwashing the Freo people as well now. So Ed Langdon's like, we're struggling, but that's part of it, So when they win a flag, it'll be worth it.
Oh, they're not going to win a flag.
I know that, but just let him go. Because I wouldn't mind Ed Langdon at the Crows. I think he'd do it right.
No, I wouldn't mind him. He's got a bit of speed.
What about, what's his name? The one we both like? Chera?
Oh.
Would he be a point of difference in our team or not, though?
Do you know, I've got this funny feeling...
Would he be a point of difference in our team or not?
No. No. But I've got this funny feeling he's going to end up at the Hawks.
Yeah, but that's been rumoured for a while.
Has it?
And Geelong, that's the other one.
I've heard Geelong for Kelly.
Yeah, that Kelly goes all right. They can both make a stopover at Little Old Adelaide. Come to the Crows, both of them. That's fine. That'd be good for pressure. Obviously, they're still young, so you never know how they're just having a breakout year and that.
Well, Kelly's actually a mature player. He's 25 or 24.
Oh, geez, Geelong would do all right out of that. They always seem to do all right out of that, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They've been burnt by a few. They've been burnt by a few, though.
So you remember we were trying to get Stephen Wells as our list manager? Then we go and get Justin Reid.
Yeah, but they got to say, yes, people, you can't just throw money at them and expect that they're going to come no matter what. Well, so you got to think of these things.
You got to give them a good selling point. You give them a car. You give them a house.
Yeah, but Ant, you can do that if someone doesn't want to move. They're not going to move. Money is not the big.
Well, they can do it out of Melbourne.
Because it's in Melbourne, you've got 8 clubs to choose from. You can have anonymity. You don't have to move away from family and friends.
They don't have to, though. Justin Reid still lives in Melbourne.
Yeah, but not for a certain
based at our Docklands office.
Yeah, but
we've got a Docklands office. By the way,
I do. See, you didn't know. I knew that. I knew that from last year when you banged on about it every 2 minutes. Did you know that we've got a Docklands office?
Did I?
Yeah. See, I do listen.
I get excited.
I know you do. Hey, Media Meltdown, Twitter twits and shut your pie holes. Is it just the usual suspects? Kane Corns, shut your pie hole. I agree with him about changes and heads need to roll. Like, that's thank you, Captain Obvious. You know, of course there's changes need to be made. Duh. He's not that bright, is he? He's not that bright. He's just like, oh, Crows aren't winning. Oh, lots of.
I'm going to go on SEN today, and that's going to be my talkback show.
Yeah.
Crows need head rolls to roll.
Head rolls to roll.
That's how he talks.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty much it. But then of course he has to do his favourite kick Tex. And it's always Tex has to give up the captaincy for Rory Sloane. Except, of course, he always had Rory Sloane leaving. So he said Tex had to give the captaincy up to him to keep him. But even though we're keeping him, Kane, shut up. Shut your pie hole. Just shut up. I think the only funny thing I liked was...
Do you reckon his wife says that to him? Kane, just shut up.
Shut your pie hole. I reckon she just shuts off like this. Ready? Pretend you're Kane and start talking to me. And I'll pretend I'm Lucy. Yeah. Start talking to me. Just start talking to me about how bad the Crows are.
Oh, the Crows are so bad, Luce. Like... You know, Tex needs to give up the captaincy and give it to Sloane. Lucy, are you listening to me?
Just white noise. Actually, you hear just...
there you go.
Kane listens to the voices in his head.
Kane ruminates something chronic in his own head.
I think he ruminates. I think there's another word I'd use. He needs a bit of Metamucil to get his things moving in his body. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. Oh, BT. I was going to say something about him. Was another player dissed him. Ant's trying to draw me a note here. I can't see what he's saying. Why don't you just tell me? You're going to swear? Nah, got nothing there. Got nothing. I can't see what you're saying. What? Tell me. Hang on. I'm gonna pause here because Anthony wants to tell me something really important, and obviously I have to lead into a joke for him, and I've forgotten. But I can just tell you another player dissed BT.
IBS.
I can't read his writing. And what was the line again?
I can't remember, but it was a good one for Kane.
Oh, yeah. Irritable box syndrome. What was that? Yeah, something stupid like that. I know, you said, no, that's Ken Hinkley sitting in the coach's box.
Oh,
irritable box syndrome. She said he was,
that's it.
Ant said, Ken Hinkley looked very irritable in the box. And I said he had a bit of IBS, and Ant looked at me and I said irritable box syndrome.
That's it.
Yeah, which is not a good thing to have anyone. But anyway, that just ruined that old joke, didn't it? Sorry, Ant, I just couldn't read your writing.
No, it was a bit hard writing upside down.
Essendon, I think an Essendon player now dissed BT, but getting back to what I was talking about. Another one walked off on him, which I love.
No.
What was it?
I've seen this footage.
Not the Nank, you've already seen that one. It's another player.
Yeah, BT goes, so we'll just go into this room. And it was that Adrian Dodoro. And these other people sitting in the room. and Adrian just closes the door on it.
It's the only thing I've liked that Adrian's ever done.
And BT's trying to force himself in the door.
That's funny. I wished I'd seen that.
There's a GIF getting around. I'll find it for you.
Yeah, go look it up on your phone. Just so we
hilarious.
Can tweet that out under Two Crows.
It's friggin' hilarious.
Oh, BT. It's every week though. It's just only BT and Corns annoying us. Because McClure's gone very quiet, hasn't he?
Yeah, I've got a theory there, but
Yeah, say it.
So people who follow the shouter. So the AFL shouter, whatever it is. I reckon it's Sam McClure.
Yeah, I reckon you could be right.
Because since Sam's gone quiet, Shouter is not tweeting as much.
No, Manure, Sam Manure, I think they call him. He's gone very quiet since the Rory Sloane thing blew up in his face. He got absolutely trolled and smashed by everyone. And then I think when McGovern signed on, because they had McGovern going to every Victorian club, and then he signed on. So notice how they've gone quiet about Gaff.
Yes.
Because they're not game enough to make all these calls anymore.
These outrageous
calls.
So
I reckon they've been trolled by the media managers. Oh, here we go. Ant's just showing me this. Boom. And he's trying to push his way in. You know what? More clubs need to be doing that. $100 if we do it.
LA Lakers. How are you? How are you doing? Very good. What did you make of it? Unbelievable. That's so entertaining. And, man, those guys...
Oh, God. Kevin Sheedy, they're still wheeling him out.
So what was the most impressive part of the athlete part to you?
Ant's just trying to do this here. It's a bit hard to do it on a live podcast here, Ant.
Some clinics and they were.
What are you showing me this for? I'm bored.
Listen, I must stay out of his
I'm
way.
still not listening. I'm still not listening. It was
Well,
at
I
the
thought
beginning.
that was the...
Oh.
Sorry, I thought that was the... Oh, here.
Room. Andrew McGrath doing a quick interview there. Danaher shutting the door on us.
It was Danaher and Adrian Dodoro, but
Good on 'em.
Dodoro solely won. Did you want the weather on the
Hey, wasn't
news?
BT and them all on the Full Monty or something last night?
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
No one needs to subject themselves to that.
I think I would have needed a spew bowl.
I can tell you, I broke my brother's heart on Saturday night.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. Couldn't help myself because it's a sibling. So he's got a little thing for Amelia Mulcahy.
Yes.
Yeah, and she was sitting up at the back, like in the
in the reserve seating area.
in the reserve seating area there for like the bunker. And so I grabbed her as she walked past and asked her for a photo. I said, just took a couple of selfies with it, sent it to my brother. I can't tell you what his reply was to me.
Very
Hashtag
explicit.
2CrowsFans.
We'd have to mark this
He
as
threatened to go
explicit.
walk out under a B-double. I said, that's it now, that's it, all on.
He
And I
likes
said,
little Amelia.
yeah. And she was actually really lovely. I didn't realise
Yeah,
how
she's-
such a one-eyed Crows fan she was.
Oh, she's
She was
pumped.
pumped. We're going to win. And she was at half-time. She was right into it.
She's getting
She was
into it.
lovely, yeah.
She was, and she's a Mark Panthers fan as well.
Panthers, go you Panthers.
Oh, your Panthers.
Only people with a no Mike Rand would know, go you Panthers.
Oh, your Panthers.
But it broke his heart. He hasn't spoken to me since. Haven't heard from him apart from abusive random messages. So that'll teach him.
That's nice. Should we do an injury update, Ali? Or...
Oh, let's do. Have we got any sidebars? Oh, that was the sidebar.
That
Really.
was a sidebar. Now close.
Announcements. Nothing.
Yeah, we've got an announcement.
Oh, what
that
announcement?
our,
Hang on. Blocked.
No, that our round 23 fixture's been released.
Yes, it has. Thank you, Anthony. Take it away.
Yeah, so we're playing Carlton on a Saturday night on
Carlton.
August 25
Oh, what a blockbuster game that
at
will be.
Etihad Stadium.
Oh, what Eddie had.
And
Nice.
Etihad, yes, and we play at 6:55 Eastern Standard
What a
Time.
great time and fixture for such a crap no-nothing game.
Oh, it's an absolute
Good
dead
for us,
rubber.
like to watch, a game of football with nothing attached to it.
Nothing attached to it.
You know what? My prediction?
What?
Carlton will beat us.
Yeah.
They'll actually start playing the football they've been
Yeah.
meaning to play all year. Once
Because
they've
they've got
got
that
pick
draft
one
pick.
sewn up, upset of the round will be them beating us and us slipping to 13th or something to make Ali very happy. I don't think that.
Have you got anything else there, Ali?
I do. Around the traps there, just some injuries as well to other players. Looks like Scharenberg may have done his third
that's
ACL
terrible.
for the Pies there, so sorry about that, mate. That's pretty crap.
What's going on with their rehabilitation program?
Oh, no, it's about as good as ours. Can we
Because
send
it's-
Burton their way? Because it can't be any worse. Jamie Elliot now's done his hammy.
Again, he can't.
He's
get
had a lot of back issues, so back and hammies go
back in
hand in
hammy.
hand.
Yeah.
And you said Kyle Langford nearly got his head ripped off, didn't he? Or did he do the ripping off? For Bombers.
No, Zach Jones.
Oh, from Sydney.
Come in and did a bump.
He got a couple of weeks, you said?
Got 2 weeks, and then Kyle Langford ended up having to go to hospital.
Oh, that's not very nice. Is he okay? Do you
He's
know?
all right now.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
It's just precautionary, I think.
Yeah, I think
But-
Alate's got a couple of fines coming up because I actually thought, although they think he'll only get a fine for it, but Motlop's sliding in and then punching that player in the guts while he's laying on the
Yeah,
ground.
that's dog act.
That's a pure and utter dog act and should get a week just for being a dog
They
act.
like to throw that term around a lot, don't they? Dog
Dog
act.
act, yeah.
Dog
Well, we
act.
watched the MRO stuff, and with Anthony and I's really finely honed acumen, like in other words, we guessed what the penalty was, didn't we?
Yeah, and they
just looked at
agreed.
each one, and they assessed it through all the things Ant and I just guessed, and we were spot on every single one. So we should be the new MRO.
Absolutely, Elliot Ants MRO decisions.
We should do that. Elliot and Ant's MRO. What do you think of that? Oh, 2 weeks, dog act. We can't even use the words we were using before.
No.
Oh, that was a dick move. 1 week. So we could have done that.
We could.
We could. It'd save
I
you
think we
money.
should submit an application.
I think we should
AFL.
get behind hashtag 2 crows,
Crows.
Ali and Ant for the MRO.
MRP results.
Yeah, no,
MRO.
MRO. We'll be
Please
the,
campaign it.
Get us up there.
Campaign it.
Whew, imagine that.
Which
Imagine that.
Two Crows podcast.
And the person that what was it? Someone that took. I can't think of it now. There's someone that smacked out one of those little annoying players that got hit. Like if someone say, I'll use an example, someone took out Selwood, like I'd give them $1,500.
Oh, for sure.
Out of our pocket.
Yeah, it'd be the complete opposite.
Yeah,
like,
we just reverse it.
Like we just...
We're not. That's not part of our application process if anyone's listening. We're very fair and unbiased.
We're very fair and unbiased.
Yeah. Apart from that one.
So, quite... But we're also like-minded. So,
very like-minded.
We've got great chemistry.
Fantastic chemistry. You put us together and it'd be like H2 and O.
Oh, I'll tell you what it's like. Knocking down a glass of water.
Slam it down fast.
Slam it down.
I shouldn't be slamming the desk, making lots of noises. Any other news there for that? Around the traps?
Not really.
What about our injuries, Ant? Give us a rundown of how we're trapping.
Cardigan.
Keith's been taking his spot. Well, can I just mention that? Sorry to interrupt. He's grown. He can't grow any much more. He'll bloody hit the sky. He's pretty tall,
bloke, isn't he?
I like
but he's got speed off the mark.
Oh, I like that.
He gets a bit cranky when a free kick.
I like that too. He's going to give away a few 50 metres in his time. Don't care.
Well,
as long as it's not in front of goal.
to his counterpart.
Yeah, don't matter.
So I reckon Hardigan's still out for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I reckon
going
you're
by
right.
last
Don't be
week's
surprised
injury
if it's 3, because they said 2 or 3 last week.
For the season.
Yeah, just get him.
We're going to make finals.
Because what was it? I reckon he was carrying that for a while. Because remember, he had a couple really crap games right towards the end. So to me, he was carrying that injury, and they finally gave in. And now look how long he's out for. If they dealt with it earlier, he could have been back.
Well, Jake Kelly basically confirmed that he's been carrying something all year.
Who, he has or Hardigan?
Hardigan.
Yeah. Talia's been carrying injuries.
And now he's got the entire team's banged up, Ali.
Every team's got injuries. It's how they're managed.
Like
Talia had a bit of a dog game, which I don't think he got punished as much as he could have. Better players would have. He got more punished, but I think he's. I'm not just that.
The whole program needs an overhaul.
We know.
Poor Pikey.
Burton.
Poor Don, Ali.
What else? Who else?
Duday's a test with his concussion.
He'll be back in.
He'll be back this week. McKay, I would dare say, would be a test with that rib injury. D-list.
Poor D-Mac. He's good depth for the SANFL.
He'd be a great leader for the SANFL. We got to boost his confidence and his ego.
No contract.
Douglas, would be a test.
Sorely
with that ankle.
Sorely missed against Melbourne.
Don't know how bad that Seaman. Did Seaman have any ice on that hamstring?
I couldn't see from where I was seated to Anthony because I was at the game. Couldn't see nothing, and they didn't show him on the big screen either.
Because when they put the camera on him,
I reckon one week. Could be 1 week.
I reckon once.
He's got awareness, I think it is.
He's got a bit of hamstring awareness. That's the catchphrase that comes out of West Lakes at the moment. That must be the Brett Burton slang.
Yeah. But that's one thing we can get rid of.
Hamstring awareness.
You know what? That term can go next year with him. He can take that terminology.
He can take that.
He can tell his story walking. And poor Huss, I think Huss was thrown under the bus. See that?
Well,
Huss under the bus.
Huss under the bus.
Yeah.
Huss to go.
Well, if we're looking for a high performance manager, that's Huss's role. So are they going to put him in the role that... what, Anthony?
Do you think that's a bit... do you think that's a bit unfair for poor Huss?
I reckon he probably knows. I reckon he'd know. If not, yes, poor form. But it's AFL... Everything's always leaked, and especially if it's about the Crows.
Oh, it's always somehow.
And look at the media and everything else that's been said.
Yeah. Yes.
His name's been thrown around for a long time. So, any other injuries there? Any of note? We're only just looking at the AFL players. Really. Like Cam's been playing, but not. I don't think he'll get a call up. Do you?
No, he's delisted at the
moment. I don't know if he will be. He might get traded.
Well, I'm saying he's going to be.
He'll be traded for 3rd round pick. There you go.
I want a friggin' first.
He can't break into our side. Yeah. He's just an almost player. He's another one of those almost players. Don't you reckon? He almost could have been good. What?
You tried to say that so politely.
He did. He's an almost player. What, do you think I was going to say something else?
He's a almost player.
Yeah. Couldn't think of the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the SANFL got pumped again.
He's meters apart.
Yeah, he's meters apart. The SANFL got pumped again. Not much to report there, although we were within 3 points or 3 points at the 3/4 time. And then North Adelaide ran away with it.
Our fitness.
Yeah, just Burton,
sack him.
But Elliot Himberg.
He had a 5 goal haul. And
he's as good as Charlie Dixon then. He kicked 5 as well.
And little Jarman.
Little John, what do you do?
He's had a good couple of weeks.
Yeah, bring him in.
What do you got to lose?
That's what I'm saying. You know what? If we lose against the old Lattes, which I really hope not, because I want to mess up their top 4 chances. Because I told you, I knew we were out of the 8 since the Giants game, right?
I want us to win against the Lattes.
Yeah, I know, me too. I know, just
David
because.
Jones woman.
Yeah. But and then just tank it out. Put Tex in if Tex needs surgery, because we didn't even talk about him because he's been bashed from.
Oh, he doesn't. We're not going to bash him on here.
He had a horrible game, but is he fit? You said every time you bashed him, he did something good.
He did something, so I'm going to stick to that formula.
Yeah. But get them all in for surgery. Those that need surgery after the showdown.
After we've flogged them.
Yeah, put them all in for surgery that need it, not just unnecessary surgery, because that's like illegal.
Calvary,
I'm sure.
Wakefield will be overflowing.
No, it's Wakefield Clinic for sports med.
The sports med clinic.
Yeah.
They'll be overflowing.
In Calvary, they get MRSA or something. Oh God.
They'll be overflowing crows.
As long as Brett Burton's not overseeing the surgery, I'll be fine.
Or diagnosis hamstring awareness.
Oh, sorry, we accidentally amputated your leg.
We'll just attach his hamstring to his head.
The knee bone's connected to the thigh bone. That's how he does his presentations when he's talking about the hamstring. How he's trying to explain. He goes, the thigh bone's connected. Anyway, lineup changes. Who's in? Who's out? Dudes is in. Seeds is out.
Seeds is out.
Do we bring in the Bubba? We didn't mention about the SNFL with the Bubba of the Smith. He's had 2 runs in the SNFL, about another 25 possessions from his 32 the previous. I don't even know if that's correct, but it sounds good if I say it fast. But will we bring him back for a showdown? I don't know if that's actually a smart move.
No, I know, because they want to.
Well, they can't really do anything to him as such. But I think he'll run out of steam by the end of that game, because going from SANFL to AFL is another level.
Massive step up.
I would actually let him do one more game in the SANFL for his sake, not for the team's sake. I'm actually looking after the player. And I'm not sure if everyone...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're
bringing religion into it, yeah.
Looking after the player, Alan.
Yeah.
That's been the biggest downfall this season with us, is looking after the player.
There will be players that can play injured, no doubt. You go to any team. Dustin Martin apparently has been playing slightly injured all year. So...
Jeez.
Yeah. But what do we do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Have you got your phones in? Well, anything else there? Should we have a look at... So really only Dude and Seed? Is that the only one? Any other players in or out? Is there any other players in or out?
I don't know.
What about Gallucci? Does he keep his spot? Does Murphy?
Well, I think we need Gallucci in there, but are we playing him in the right position either?
Well, that's debatable, but we're often playing people out of position because of injury, so,
it's makeshift at the moment.
Well, we were moving the people around again, and then I thought we stagnated, because remember last time we put Gibbs up forward, because I saw Sloan up forward for a bit, but I reckon he could have played there, because he could have taken a bloody mark. Because he's quite good at it. You have a look. McGovern was taking marks. I saw him kick a beautiful goal from outside 50 in the warm-up.
Who's that?
McGovern.
Dove?
Outside 50.
Yeah, 'cause he doesn't have
and
to
I
think
wished he did it when he had a chance, but he passed it off to Eddie or something that messed it up, and it was another one of those wasted opportunities.
Another wasted opportunity.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was. That game, that's probably the best way to explain it, wasted opportunity. But grab the tips out.
Sure.
Show us your tips. Get your tips out.
Get your tips out. You want to get your tips out?
Yeah, we're going to go have a look at them. How did we go? We didn't really get to do our tips completely, did we?
No.
So we suckosaurused at that. Okay, what are we up to? Round 20. This is about podcast, 18 or 19,
good game on Friday night.
Ooh, it's not a dead... Oh, is that the game of the round, apart from the showdown game of the round?
Yeah.
Oh, Tigers versus Geelong. What do you reckon?
Tigers.
I'm going to pick Tigers.
Tigers have won 18 straight on the MCG.
Yeah, but they've played out of...
I'm watching them closely, by the way.
Out of 18 games, right? Listen to this stat. Here you go. Out of 18 games, 14 of their games have been played at the G.
Wow.
So what does that tell you?
Yeah,
if we played 14 out of our 18 games at Adelaide Oval, do you think we could...
Crock of shite.
That's the one. Okay, this one will actually be the next game on Saturday at 1:15 p.m. at the MSCG. Men to kick a goal. Hawthorn versus Essendon. Now that's a fight for the 8, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Who are you going to go for there, Anthony?
I'm going Hawks.
My gut is Hawks. Who are they missing? Sicily? Who else?
How?
Yeah. That's my little puppy dog, because it just got very windy and he hates wind. He hates all forms of IBS. Anywho, moving right along.
Who are you
Mr.
picking?
Shelby,
Who are you picking? Bombers or...
Oh, no, I am going to go Hawks.
You going the Hawks?
Yeah, I do. I do think I'll pick the Hawks. Then up at the Gabba Rabba, we've got the
At
Lions.
least one of my teams will be in the finals, hopefully.
Oh, don't you bandwagoner. God, you suck.
I've always liked the Hawks.
Lions versus Kangaroos. I'm going Roos. That's up at the Gabba.
No, I'm going Lions.
Good, you do that.
Who you going, the Kangas?
Yeah, why not? Showdown. There's going to be a showdown. Who are we going for in the showdown? Do I hedge my bets, pick the lattes?
Are we favourites?
You'd think they'd be favourites.
They're favourites.
What do you reckon? We can win it. Can we win it? Yes, we can.
My gut's telling me no.
Okay, then pick Port. Let's win. Either way, we win. Pick Port. I'm going to pick Port.
I'm going Port.
Yeah. They're the better team on form. Better team on form.
Yeah.
Well, they're in the 4 and we're about 12.
Yeah,
so
but you know what? They're the most
care.
hideous team to be in the 4. They don't deserve to be in the 4. Like, they're not playing...
Yeah, but they're only playing crap teams.
Top 4 football.
And we're a crap team at the moment.
Oh, we're shocking.
Well, we're not a crap team.
No, we're shocking. We're just not clicking.
We're not clicking. Clicking like clicky bread.
We're not clicking.
Saints versus Bulldogs. Oh, there's a stunner at Etihad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just...
I'm going Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Throw it around.
Yeah, I'll go with you there. Etihad, Carlton versus Giants. Carlton will be back to tank, and I'm going Giants.
Yeah, I'm hoping
that
Giants because it will push Port out if we win.
Beautiful. Yeah, we got to win.
Hang on. No, you missed the Sydney.
Oh, Swans versus Pies. This actually be a good game as well. I'm going for Pies.
Yeah, I'm going Pies.
Even though they're missing a fair few players. Can Sydney bounce back? Can Sydney bounce back? I mean, I
think it's tough for them. But they have been winning at home.
Who's got more? I know.
I'm going Pies.
Yeah, I'm going Pies, but don't be surprised if Sydney win.
I think you should tip Sydney. Something's telling me Sydney.
Then why aren't you picking them, doofus? Because you want to pick the Pies and you want me to pick someone different.
Yeah. You going Pies?
Well, that's who I picked originally, yes. I think the Swans can win. It's another one of those.
This is a doozy.
Yeah,
Carlton Giants game.
Lucky it's played on a Sunday afternoon. So Carlton Giants, obviously Giants. I've said that before. Remember we said obviously we're going to pick the Suns over Swans. I mean Swans over Suns.
Giants?
Yeah, Giants. Oh God, this would be the upset of the century. Melbourne versus Gold Coast. They can't do it again, Gold Coast. So it's obviously the Melbourne by how much?
These.
Yeah.
They'll get a bloody percentage.
Okay, so my pick for that's going to be the round with the highest score against, against. Yep. Yeah. Next one at Optus Stadium, you got the showdown.
Derby.
Or Derby, whatever they want to call it. You reckon Eagles will bounce back?
Yeah, you could say Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles at home.
Dockers having a shocker.
They're home
Dockers
crowd.
are
Oh, they're tanking.
Yeah. They got no ranking. They're tanking. Yeah.
They're not ranking.
Done.
Cool bananas.
Anything else that you'd like to report there, Sir Anthony?
No, I don't have anything else there, Ali. But what about yourself?
No, I think I've carried it very well today.
That's great. Yeah, no, you've actually carried us quite well.
But no, anything else you want to talk about? We've already whinged about we need some changes.
Sack Burton.
Hashtag change the Birdman into the Gone Man. He can grab some wings and
fly on out of Westlake.
Yep. And that's cruel. Because we're naming names. You and I are usually pretty conservative, but I've got to the point, Anthony, where I'm broken. And
you know what I said to you today?
We need
I
answers.
can't even repeat what I said and what I told him, but
I'm
not happy with him.
No, but there's a lot of things I'm not happy with. There's not only that decision.
There's a lot of unhappy fans, I tell you.
Really? Just take a poll on Twitter and find out. Are you, as a Crows fan, are you unhappy? 76% say yes. See, there you go. I've already answered the question. Yeah. Anyway, let's finish it on a positive note.
We're going to win.
So that's my positive note. Did you like that? No, obviously not. Can't. Sucks to be you. Can we win? Yes. Yes, we can. We can, but we have to have everything go right for us. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think the lattes can win just because if we shut up shop. If we go back into our shells and become turtles...
Yeah.
Like we did in that third quarter against Melbourne, we'll actually get a towel up. And then we'd have to go, Paul can play. Do you know what I mean? No, I don't want to admit that. I want them to be the worst team in the 8. So what I do want to
Worst
win...
team in the 4.
As cruel and as harsh as this sounds, all my latte bushranger friends out there, I'd love to win just so it ruins their top 4 chances so they lose...
We don't want them to win.
No. But I don't want them to be in the top 4 and I want them to lose their first game. Is that cruel?
No, it's
Is that
not
unusual?
Cruel. That's just...
We'll have to do a ladder predictor too, and I'll do a ladder predictor. There's not many games left, so we'll see how we go with it.
Down to the easy
Yeah,
right now.
that's
But
what I'm hoping
then again, you think it's easy, but there's been upsets.
And there's been no one more upset than you, Anthony.
No, not this year.
No. But anyway, we'll sign out for the night, the day, the evening, and the morning. Hashtag Two Toes, get around it. Please listen, like share, retweet. And get around us and thank you. We've had a lot more listeners on board, so I hope you're liking it.
Burton.
Yeah, sack Burton. Hashtag sack the bird.
Sack him.
Okay.
Sack the bird.
We out.
Put him on the...
Good night from me.
On the Weber.
It's good night from me.
And it's a good night from her.
We out. Two Crows.
Bye.
Bye.
Hashtag Two Crows.
What the bloody hell's going on in here? What's that noise, Birdman? Morning, Mr. Fags. That would be the, oh, there's another one, the hamstrings. Right. Where's Avocado Boy? Who, Mr. Fags? You know who, your mate, Huss. Get him in here. He's had some awareness, Mr. Fags. What bloody type of awareness? Awareness that he might get fired, Mr. Fags. So we gave him a temporary transfer to another department until things close down. Oh, we'll just keep him out of my sight, okay? Oh, bloody hell. Morning, Mr. Fags. Oh, morning, Renee. How are you? I'm fine with the... Ow! Oh, just... Renee? Yes, Mr. Fags? Can you get Chappie in here, please? I need to speak to him. Certainly, Mr. Fags. Come in. Chappie, speak to me. Chappie, get over here. Look, now, Pikester's got a presser this afternoon. Yeah. And his royal smugness in relaxed leisure wear is bound to be there. Yeah. And, well, I have a cunning plan, okay? Sounds good, Mr. Fags. What's that plan? Well, come here and I'll tell you. On to it, sir. I'll get IT up here straight away, Mr. Fags. Thanks, Chappie. Shut the door on your way out. Come in. Hi. Mr. Fags? Oh, Huss. So that's where they've been hiding you. Back in IT. Oh, for God's sake, get in here. Oh, and shut the door. Right, Huss. Can you hack a mobile phone? I've got a little job for you. Yes, Mr. Fags. I'll do my best. Well, it better be better than your plan, which I'm going through for the fitness department right now. Do you understand? Avocado boy? Yes, Mr. Fags. Oh, I know exactly what's needed. We'll get onto it. Oh, little China girl. Oh, better hurry up. Gotta get that flight. That's the stuff. I better do some washing. Rabbitoh's jacket. Rabbitoh's jacket. Rabbitoh's jacket. Tracksuit top. Tracksuit top. Rabbitoh's jacket. Tracksuit pants. Oh, better get that on. Right, better go do some work. Stop there, Mr. Ritchie. All mobile devices must be handed in before the presser today. What the? Make sure you give it back. Yes, Mr. Ritchie. Oh, glad to be home from that presser. Now, before my trip, I need to do a couple things. Blocked. Blocked. Oh, I might do some Google Translate. Go pour power. How do I say that in Chinese, Google?
一个酒，
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 一个酒。
一个酒。
Oh, I'm going to use that when I get to China. 一个酒. Oh boy, here it is at the game. I'm ready. Here come the boys. 一个酒，一个酒，一个酒. Oh, 一个酒. They must all be in the marquees. Yay! 一个酒，一个酒. Oh, why are Koshi and KT so angry at me? I'll have to show them my phone and my Google Translate. Koshi, KT. Oh, go away, Michelangelo. You bring dishonour and shame to the power name, yelling those words that are so offensive. But I was saying go port power in Chinese, see, on my phone. 一个酒, go port power. You fool, put it into my phone. Now what does it say?
119.
What the?
119.
Oh. Brought to you by Two Crows